Russia, as one of Kyrgyzstan's leading partners, grew by more than 22% last year. Last year, the turnover increased significantly, reaching $4 billion. The head of state sets the goal of bringing this figure to $5 billion. The share of national currencies in mutual export-import transactions reached 98%. We are interested in the influx of migrant workers. You are well aware of this. Our Kyrgyz friends are also interested in people going to work in the Russian Federation feeling safe. For this, we need everyone to regulate their status. We paid special attention to the situation in the Middle East. To the Palestinian problem and the situation around Iran. We expressed our gratitude to our friends for the balanced and objective position on what is happening around the efforts to resolve the conflict in Ukraine. Recently, Macron and the German Chancellor Merz wrote a joint statement that Europe must arm itself. Russia is the main threat. It is waging imperialistic wars. In 2008, it invaded Georgia. In 2014, it invaded Crimea and Donbass. In 2022, it invaded the territory of the entire Ukraine. Putin's goal is to undermine European security. I think that one of these quotes is enough for a person who understands little about what is happening in Europe and follows the events, to understand that these figures have lost all common sense and are trying to return to the times when France and Germany wanted to conquer all of Europe, especially the Russian Empire and the Soviet Union. The recent statement of Chancellor Merz that Ukraine must be made strong, that it should not succumb to Russian tricks, such as calls for negotiations, because otherwise Europe will repeat the experience of the 1930s, when the leading European powers decided to pacify the aggressor in the face of Hitler's Germany. It seems to me that this is a very serious issue, without any explanation, which is pointless to discuss with Europe. What the Nazis have in common with the Germans and the modern Ukrainians is their attitude towards those they want to enslave. The Nazis burned Jews only because they were Jews, and the Nazis burned Russian people in Odessa on May 2, 2014, only because they were Russian. I would advise Mr. Merz to clarify such parallels for himself, but of course, we will continue to defend, as President Putin said recently, the fair settlement of the Ukrainian crisis, open to honest work, but we will not be ready for the swindling approaches of some European leaders.